Good morning. It is May 26th. It is 6:15 in the morning, and I just wanted to take a quick video of the garden, which is looking very good. This bed just looks amazing. The verbena looks really good at the moment with all the yellow. This bed was actually supposed to be oranges and purples, but there's an awful lot of yellow in it now. So the echinacea are about to come into their own. This echinacea is called papaya, hot papaya, and it has the most amazing tails on it. I just think it looks like fish floating, like Japanese goldfish floating in the air like that. I just love it. Echinacea are just amazing in the Japanese hot heat. They even survive the humidity okay, although I suspect they don't love it. It's fine. I believe it's a prairie plant, quite happy in the heat and the drought, and I'm gonna try this year not to water it quite as often as I did last year. Then at the back, my daylilies, which are a lovely orange color, are not far off coming out. Absolutely full of blooms in there. This will need to be dug up and divided this year. I may even pull it out of this front border. If you look closely, you'll see the next buds waiting to come. So the flowers eventually start getting smaller and smaller, but it does, if you can be bothered to deadhead it, it does flower constantly through the summer. Actually, it looks much better from a bit of a distance than it does close up. I'm so pleased with the Achillea or the yarrow this year. It's never really flowered before, so this it was planted in the October 2 years ago, so it's been through 2 summers, and now it's finally putting off these huge blooms that take up a lot of space and are just a gorgeous yellow. I planted these bitty buttons a bit later than the other ones because I felt the bed needed another grouping of them. And as I knew when I bought them, they basically much prefer being planted in October so they can establish. And yeah, they're looking okay, but nothing great at all. There's 3 plants here, like everywhere else on the border. But you'll see later that these ones that were planted in March this year just aren't doing as well. Almost here. Then we have another cornflower here. I love this one too. If you take it from here and go up, that's very, very pretty. I thought I was planting the same one, but it looks slightly different. We'll see. And then more yarrow. If you see, this plant is starting to get some flowers here, but the leaves are really damaged and it's not looking good at all. I planted this last August and I did an experiment. I planted one straight into my soil, and then if we move up here slowly, I planted another one slightly raised under there, and this one is doing so much better. So there's a lesson in there. I might have to buy another plant this year and then replace that one and dig it up and make it a bit higher. And this one is full of buds. Even the buds look gorgeous because they're such a dark color, and the dark contrasting foliage looks really good in this border too. And when these break out, they look like fireworks. They're just the most gorgeous color. I can't wait to show you. I have another hydrangea at the back. You can see it there. It's on its second year, and the last year it was very, very small. I didn't really put out many flowers because cornflowers are one of my favorite summer flowers, and they're coming into bud, and they won't be long now. Lovely and tall and beautiful, and if you keep deadheading them, they'll usually put up flowers all summer. This is a blanket flower. This is my first year to grow blanket flowers, and I really like them. This one was from the bargain bucket basement place in my local hardware store and was on its last legs. But as you can see, it is absolutely full of blooms and has been blooming for considerable, maybe 2 or 3 weeks now. I have a mini buddleia here. It's called a pugster, and it's a mini one, so it shouldn't get too high. But I moved it from further down this border because it was looking really sad by the end of the summer, and I think the problem was not lack of water, but drainage. This bed is clay, and I'm basically trying to grow things that can sit in wet, but also like bone dry heat. So it's quite difficult, but it's looking okay. It's looking healthy-ish. There's a couple of yellow leaves down there, but not too bad. More verbena. The verbena is everywhere. I'll come down. This is its first flush of flowers, so I'll come down later and I will bring it down, make it much shorter, bring it down here and cut it off here. It tends to put out new buds wherever it divides up, so it will flower all summer long. More cornflowers, more yarrow. I think that's a good combination. Within the yarrow, I have some hardy geraniums. This is my first year to grow the geraniums, and the leaves are looking a bit yellow in there. They probably very much appreciate some water, I think. So I bought 6 of them. 3 are down here and 3 are in my new bed. They're a bit of a experiment. I'm really hoping they'll work because they will give a great purple pop of color just here at the front, but I'm not so sure. So I mentioned that I bought some Billy Buttons in March, but they weren't doing so well. These are the ones I bought in the October, and they're doing really, really well, as are another bunch a bit later down. I've already deadheaded a lot, and they're still bringing up new flowers. So my advice to anybody out there that likes these, they do look absolutely beautiful, is in Japan, buy them in October and give them the whole winter to get established. And the best thing about these is they're very happy in drought conditions. They come from Australia, and they're very, very happy to sit without water. I deadheaded this salvia, and I don't know if you can see, but it is full of new buds. So I'm hoping that my sedum, which is starting to bud up now, will come into flower as the salvia puts on a new show of flowers, because I think that will be a really good combination, as I might have mentioned. So that is my 4-year-old bed, surrounded by concrete, a little show of colors in my car park that I use for my school.